Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery. In our video studio today, we wanted to bring you the Darton Consequence 2. So for 2024, this would technically be a 2025 bow, even though we are in 2024. For 2024, Darton introduced the Consequence. And that was a budget bow. Great price on that one, and they've made some changes for 2025 and come out with the Darton Consequence 2. So this is still a bow that's going to sell for under $800, but it has a ton of flagship features and it shoots like a flagship bow. So great bow here from the folks at Darton we're going to tell you a little bit about. First off, it is a 29.5-inch axle to axle measurement. You're going to notice right here that it's got this big brace height, 7.5 inches. That's one of the reasons why this bow shoots so great. It's just super comfortable and forgiving. That 7.5-inch brace height, that's getting into sort of target bow specs versus hunting bows. We're going to do a speed test for you, so we'll talk about speeds for in a minute there. But what we're going to have here are rotating mods for draw length that will take it from 26 to 31.5 inches. You're going to have available peak draw weights of 50, 60, 70 pounds. This, what's different from the Consequence to the Consequence 2 mainly is the way the riser is made. It's a different machining process we won't go into, but what it results in is they can do more things with the riser and make it more rigid and stiff. Obviously, that's better for the shooting experience. And then lastly, behind here, I have the QAD rest on here, but behind that rest, you are going to have the 2 screw holes in there so that you can put the Hamskea core mount on there. So you can shoot the Hamskea sort of low profile rest. It'll basically attach to the back of the riser here and you won't have this arm. But it will only have the Hamskea mount. That's again, there's 2 threaded holes. You screw a plate on there and that allows you to mount most of the Hamskea rests, not all of them. They have versions that will go on that core mount. But our cam here, if you followed the Consequence, this is the same cam that Darton had on its flagship hunting bow last year, the sequel. So you're getting a flagship cam, but again, under $800. We do have nice wide limbs, solid limb pocket there. This is just a well-built bow, the Consequence 2. Incidentally, we were talking about the draw lengths, and this bow is going to come with 2 sets of modules. What I have on here, you can see they're kind of this rose color module here. These are the performance mods. So this one, you're going to get a little bit more speed right up front here. I'm going to call them the comfort mods. So these rose ones, you are going to get a little more speed. There is a difference in the draw cycle. And we'll show you the speed difference through our speed test. But what you're going to notice with the rose-colored mods, the performance mods, is that there's just a little bit of an extra hump at the back end before the cam rolls over. In other words, you put some effort in, just before it rolls over, you're going to feel the draw cycle get a little bit stiffer. You have to get past that. With the standard mods, the black ones, it's just effort at the front end and then you just go back and the cam rolls over. It's not difficult with these performance mods on there. It's still a nice draw cycle, but you will notice that just when you think the cam's going to roll over, you think, oh, I got to put in a little more power to get that thing to roll over. You're also going to get some extra draw stops. So if you can see right here, I have this draw stop in. You can see how small that is compared to this one. And so what's going to happen is this draw stop is going to give you the highest percentage of let off. Darton says it's about 87%. Then you put the fatter draw stop on, your let off is going to go down, your holding weight is going to go up. Maybe you prefer that, and that's going to give you a little more speed as well going with this draw stop. But you're going to get both draw stops in the pack so you can determine which one you prefer. But great shooting bow from the folks at Darton. Let's go out onto the range. We're going to do the speed test, and then I'll give you my thoughts about what it's like shooting this bow. All right, so we're going to do our speed test here now. This is set at 30-inch draw, and it's maxed out. This is a 60, 70 pound bow. It is maxed out. First, we will get our draw weight. And there we are. We're basically right at 70 pounds, 69.8. We are right there. So 30-inch draw, 70 pounds. And then what we're going to shoot for that is I have my 350 grain arrow. This is what would be your minimum arrow weight for a 70 pound bow. This is what they use to do tests. And I should also mention that you can see the rose colored mods here, so we are on the performance mods. I'll switch these over to the other ones afterwards, but we're starting with the performance mods to get our speed test. Got our Garmin chronograph there. .327.9. That's screaming fast. 327.9 with the performance mods. Let's switch over to the standard mods. We'll take another shot and see what we get there. All right, so we've made the switch now. You can see I've got black modules in there. So these are the standard modules or comfort modules. And we've got another 350 grain arrow. So we'll see what speeds we get. You can still see there 327.9, that was on the performance setting. Let's see what we got here. .321.1. So Darton had said that it was about 6 feet per second. 6.7, 321.1 versus 327.9. And you can shoot either one. You're going to get both mods in the pack. All right, so I have the comfort mods in there for shooting, and I mean, this thing is just ridiculous smooth to draw. It's at 70 pounds, but it draws much lighter than that. Insanely quiet at the shot, so that is incredible. And again, on that comfort setting, to be perfectly honest, that's the one I would shoot with. The performance, as I mentioned, there was a little bit of extra effort at the back end. It was like right about there. You feel it on performance, where this one, it just comes right over and rolls into the back wall. Yeah, this thing, it just shoots awesome. Again, that 7.5-inch brace height, super comfortable to draw. We saw the speeds. 321 on this comfort setting there with a 350 grain arrow. That's ridiculous. Great shooting bow. Darton did it again with the Darton Consequence 2. Okay, so that is the Darton Consequence 2. Great new bow from the folks at Darton. If you want to see all the different options that we have, be sure to click the link in the description below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. As always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at lancasterarchery.com.